Alright, I'm going to try to do my very best in explaining all in extreme detail how I go about basically recording my videos and everything like that as best to my ability as I can. Hopefully you can follow along. If you have any questions, always you can ask. I don't mind answering anything further-wise. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I learned was just by kind of figuring it out myself, and I figured I'd try to do my best to explain how I do everything from start to finish, and hopefully it'll make sense and be able to help you start making Pokemon content or just other content in general. First and foremost, this is obviously my personalized laptop, but whether you have a laptop or computer, should hopefully all work fine. And whether you have an external camera like me up here or a little webcam right here, either one works just fine for whether it be capturing face cam or doing other things, whether it be showing off cards or different things. But either way, first and foremost, as far as let's say you're wanting to play, I'm trying to think of a random Pokemon game. I want to play Pokemon Pearl. I want to play Pokemon Pearl is Gen 4 Pokemon Pearl is the one you want to play, and you want to have it on the channel. And I'll even go as far as showing how to do randomizers, stuff like that too. So try to get everything as greatly detailed for that. So let's say I wanted to do a Pokemon Pearl stream. Basically, that's what my idea was. So first and foremost, I would have my internet browser open, go to a website called romsmania.cc. This website right here, romsmania.cc. That is where I get all my Pokemon ROMs from. And literally, you can usually type it in right here. Just type in Pokemon Pearl, or it's usually down here in one of the recommended ones. Like here's Diamond, it's right there, or Soul Silver, Crystal. A bunch apparently Pokemon games that are right literally from the start. But of course, I don't see Pearl, so I'm gonna have to type Pokemon Pearl in. It looks like so. I'm just gonna click over here and just do it the quick way. So, top DS games, Pokemon Platinum. Where is Pokemon Pearl? I need Pokemon Pearl, please. I'm trying to find it. There it is, right there. There's Pokemon Pearl. Just gotta find the name. I know I could have typed it in, but whatever. And then you just hit the giant green download button. And then have that downloading. Don't do anything else other than that. Now, if yours pops out like mine, like mine does down here. Usually sometimes it just loads automatically. For me, I have it as this option here. Usually 99% of computers just start downloading immediately, but mine has this option because I specialize it. So I'm going to name it, obviously, Pokemon Pearl, like it just comes here. Save it, and then this is what it should normally look like for other people, as this little loading bar. Next thing you will absolutely need before you do anything further is go to Google, type in the word 7-Zip, and then go to this link and then download the 32-bit 7-bit. So you'll just hit download, and then just like this one did, it'll pop up down below down here. I mean, I can do it really quick just as a quick show you, but yeah, it'll pop up down here just as a download. Let it download, open that up, and then you can close it out once it's done downloading everything like that. You need this basically to open up Pokemon files, basically, is what it does. But I'll show you, because I already have it downloaded on my computer. I guess I can just go ahead and download it again. I guess what's the worst thing that can happen? I don't know. But we'll go ahead and just download it again for presentation reasons. I'll just go ahead and download it a second time. So there it is, opened up. So you'll open it just like I am right now. I'll show you literally. I'm trying to do this as much as step by step. Yes, you want to trust whatever it's telling you. Install. It's installed, and you should just be able to close it out. That's all you needed to do. That's literally it. Saying that you already have Pearl loaded, and you already have this thing loaded. Next, if you do not already have it, you'll need to go to Google again. Google's going to be your new best friend. Say hello to your new best friend. His name is Google. You're going to type in the word Decimay. Now, I will warn you in advance, if your computer's kind of old, Decimay runs really slow. For my old computer, it was a 2005 laptop. It ran like it was running in slow motion. There are fixes for it, but it's stupid complicated to explain. The backup for Decimay, if Decimay doesn't work, is no, and it's like the little $sign GBA. that is the backup for Decimate. Same kind of process whether you're downloading this or this one, same guy. You'll just hit, type in the name, hit downloads, and then you will, I think you got to scroll down for this one. Yes, so I suggest going for this one always going for this one, the 32-bit for old systems. It just guarantees 100% guarantee, even if your computer's maybe tentatively, even if your computer's probably a 2019 computer, whatever, if you download this one, it guarantees, you're trying your best to get it to run. So click on that one, have it download just like you've had everything else download. It'll appear down here saying Decimate and all that type of stuff. You'll open it, download it, all that great stuff. And then what it opens up as is what's called a zip folder. So it'll just be a folder with the name Decimate inside of it, and you'll just click on it and it'll open, and it'll look like this right here, this little logo. And it'll open like something like this. And like I said, again, you don't need all this now, but you just need to have all these downloads downloaded before you can even start anything. The last major thing for recording, other than having a YouTube channel, all that stuff, is like if you obviously go on the main, I'm not on the main YouTube site right now, but if you're on the main YouTube thing, you do need to press, like if you're ever wanting to go live and all that, you will need to be on this screen when you're live for it to sense you correctly on whether it be Streamlabs or OBS. I suggest for any computer use the OBS. It's a better guarantee than Streamlabs. Basically the only difference between the two, Streamlabs lets you get donations, so if people want to donate to you money and stuff like that, Streamlabs allows that. OBS does not. So that's the only major difference between the two. But again, if you just type in OBS, and then, Windows download or whatever you want to say, even if you don't type in download, you can just type in download, and again, you'll just follow through download OBS. You're going to choose, what computer you have right here. Just download. I usually just hit download installer. Downloads it all for OBS, and then when OBS opens and finishes downloading, it will look like, once this opens up, give it a second because it's going to take a little bit. Now mine's going to look different because I have stuff on my OBS, but just give it a second here. Hopefully it opens up pretty quickly. There it is. There's my OBS. So technically when you open OBS, it's going to look like this. This is what OBS will look like when someone opens it up brand new. I just have things set up on here, obviously, as you can kind of see over on my side. But either way, it's going to look like this, and nothing's going to be here. Nothing's going to be there. But it'll just be a blank screen for when you first ever open OBS. But we'll talk about that more in a second. Like I said, you'll have all that downloaded, ready to go. Those are the first and foremost things. The last thing you'll need downloading for everything is, again, you're going to go to your best friend Google, type in, I'm trying to think which one I want to give to you because there are two now, but just type in Pokemon it's just randomizer download, I think is what, Pokemon Universal Randomizer download. This is the typical randomizer 90% of people use. There is a newer one, but it's a lot more complicated to explain. So I just say usually still using the old one. Just again, click on this link. It'll start the download down below. You'll see it. You'll hit, open it, whatever. Once you open it, it will open up this. I still have it. I still have the old one. The only difference between the old one and the new one is it lets you randomize marks. That's the only thing it does differently, but it's going to look exactly like this once it's open. This is what it's going to look like once it's open. And this is where you would do randomizers. If you wanted to do a Pokemon randomizer, this is where you do it through. But either way, those are all the downloads you need basically to stream. Everything like that. So when you have OBS open, the first thing you're going to do to start streaming is go to your settings right here in the top left side, and then you're going to hook it up to your YouTube stuff. So you're going to put, I want to stream to YouTube. This should be already set to primary, and then you'll get what's called a stream key. Where you find the stream key is on the screen where I said click on live streaming. It's going to bring up this kind of screen, but it's going to be blank. you're going to put your title right here where it says edit. You're going to type in your title, and then right down here where this little eyeball is, that's your stream key. And you can just double click on it, usually, or you can just press copy, and then go back to OBS, and then just paste it into here, into that stream key, and then hit apply, which is down here to the right, and then you are all set for streaming. That's the only thing you need to do. OBS should automatically sense all the stuff you need to basically record or whatever you want to say. So then, as far as, like I said, setting up the rest of the stuff is then, like I said, once you press, once you have the settings and all that, literally once you type in the settings and you were to hit start streaming from there and you were to hit that button, it will immediately start transferring to here immediately. It's going to start showing on here your live stream and people chatting and all that type of stuff all on this screen. So I mean, typically this is how I have it going, so I can still see what I'm doing on my screen and then have the chat like just a tiny one right there, and that way I can still see my game. This is what you're going to be showing to your, to the people watching your stream. And this is your stream itself, the chat. So that way you kind of see both at the same time. I usually just press this little magnemize button, and that's how it, goes down and up, whatever's pressing that button. Sometimes you have to adjust it, but whatever. Either way, so out there we have all those downloads, all that type of stuff going. What you'll do, if you want to do a randomizer, you open up the randomizer first. I think, actually, no, question, do not open the randomizer first. I lied. Open up your little folder. It's called File Explorer, so if you click over here and you type in the word File Explorer, it should show that little, the folder logo like mine does, unless your computer's not a Windows computer. But it should be something that looks somewhat similar to this, called File Explorer, and it should bring up your files. And then you can go to Downloads, as you see here, click on Downloads, and then it's going to go from, your oldest to your newest downloads. You'll see, obviously, there's your Pokemon Pearl, there's your 7-zip, all that type of stuff. So like I said, make sure you had that open and installed first, 7-zip, and then you're going to click on Pearl. You're going to double click on it. Like I said, we're going to try to do this like we're playing a Diamond and Pearl game, whatever, it's Pearl, I guess, but whatever. It's going to bring up the screen, you're going to say yes. It's basically asking, are you wanting to download it? It's going to take a little bit of time because it is slow. And then it'll bring up this screen. You're going to hit next. If it agrees with me. No, I don't want it to install anything. I usually decline the offers. And then it's downloading right now. It's done. Hit finish. And yeah, we're going to just decline all these stupid offers. All done. So once you get that screen, you're done. You're good to go. You're going to close that out. And then you should get this now in your most recent thing. As long as you have this installed, that will show up. If you don't have this installed, it shows a folder, kind of like this looks like that, and then you have to open the folder and find it, kind of deal. It's a lot more complicated. But either way, yeah, you should hopefully get that. Once you have that, you're completely ready to play Pokemon Pearl. So if you're not doing it randomized, you can literally click on the Decimate that you downloaded. But it says, it'll open up Decimate, you'll hit File, you'll hit Open ROM, and it should list every game that's playable in here. And then obviously you should have your most recent as Pearl. You'll double click on it. And give it a second, and there it goes. You can literally see it going on my screen right now. There's, Pokemon Pearl literally running on my, computer. Now, if you're wanting to do a randomizer for whatever reason, random items, random Pokemon, all that kind of stuff, it is complicated to talk through, and it's just personal preference on what you want randomized, all that type of stuff. But the general setup is hitting Open ROM, click on the ROM you want to download. So let me find Pearl here. Of course, now I can't find it. Hold on one 1 second. I think I need to go back to my file explorer here really quick. Whoa, stop it. Stop it. I don't know what's happening. Come on, computer. Thank you. Ooh, no, it's not gonna let me bring it over. Well, let me try something here. So I'm gonna open it up with the 7-zip really quick. I always forget which one it is that I need to click on, so this might be the wrong one. Okay, so is it File Manager that I have to click on? Yes, File Manager, there we go. And there it is, Pokemon Pearl. Extract. Bring it downloads, yes. Press OK, sorry. So usually it doesn't do all this, but for whatever reason this one's going to be more difficult, but you know, hey, if it does the same to you, at least you're going to know how to do it, I guess. So you'll, you know, file extract, press extract on where it says Pokemon Pearl. Close it out. Remember that number, that 116 Pokemon Pearl, it should just automatically be there for you. So when you press open ROM over here, there it is, there's Pokemon Pearl. If I can get it to open. And then it'll probably be a different Pokemon than Dodrio up here, but it should show a Pokemon here. That means it's successfully starting to randomize, and then here's, like I said, where it's all personal preference. What do you want randomized? Do you want stats randomized? Do you want Pokemon types randomized? Do you want evolutions randomized? Do you want abilities randomized? Do you want your starters randomized? Do you want legendaries randomized? Do you want trades randomized? Literally everything, and they're all split in sections. Moves, opponents Pokemon, Pokemon in the wild, your TMs, HMs, items, all that great stuff. You can randomize in here. Whatever you check mark will be randomized. Once you're completely done with the randomizer, setting it up how you want, you'll hit randomize save, and then call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call this one L, and then it should save, you know, to wherever you saved it to, just whatever your name was. And then you would open up again, Mr. Decime. You open up the ROM and then find the name that you set the randomizer name. Obviously, I didn't do the randomizer, so if it did save as the L, it would show L as the top one here. But obviously, since I didn't set one up, it didn't do anything. But yeah, it would show L right here on your list of downloads, whatever. And then you can double click on it, and then again, it would, you know, just open like, you know, just like we saw on here where it starts like playing the game or whatever you want to say. So really quick, what I'm going to try to do is while this is going, I'm going to go ahead and pause it when it starts showing the logo here. Hang on, not the Pokemon logo, but the Pearl logo. Apparently this takes forever. There we go. Actually, we'll just pause it right there. And then I'm going to minimize that. And then I'm going to show you how to set that all up for streaming. So for streaming, how I do this all is I press this plus button right here. And then this is going to be everything you kind of need. So video capture device is your webcams and face cams type of stuff. Any cameras you have. I usually call them face, so that way I know what I'm, you know, using. And then it should automatically sense, as you see right here. Hello, that's me. Hi. That's sensing the camera that's right there. It's sensing my main camera's camera. And then if I wanted to use a different camera, you just press that little button. This will bring it to my more fancy camera that's above the camera that's right up here. It's not going to sense because it already has it going in a different place. And then I don't think this camera actually works, but yeah, either way. But yeah, if you want face cam, that's how you do it. And then you'll have literally your face cam showing up on the screen. Like I said, this screen, whatever you see on this screen is what's being shown to your viewers. So you can edit it freely, you know, you can, oops, sorry, get my own hand in the way there. You know, hold down this button and then resize it if you want. If I can actually get it to go, there we go, like this. If you want it to not size the whole thing together, what you have to do is hold shift and then click that button at the same time, and then you can be able to freely move these things to the size you want. Otherwise, when you size it, if you don't hold shift, it's going to move everything together, as you see. Like, it's moving everything here, whereas I mean, I don't think I can hold shift while moving my... No, I can't do that with one hand. But either way, I promise you, if you hold shift, it lets you adjust everything individually. Next thing, if you're wanting the gameplay, the thing you're going to use is window capture. That is what captures any, like, say if you wanted to show a website, anything that is on your computer, basically, is window capture. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to keep it as a window capture. So as you see, it's showing my OBS apparently, because it's not sensing Desame. So hold on one second. Usually when I minimize it, it does sense it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. And then let's go to remove. Yes, I want to delete that. Let me try it again. See if I can get it to come up now. Window capture. Yes. There it is. So there you go. It should normally come up, but it should say, like I said, it should say Desame, whatever like that. Make sure, though, if you are streaming, typically uncheck mark this, because otherwise it's going to show your, like you see here, it's showing my mouse on the screen, so your people see the mouse. A lot of people don't like seeing the mouse on the screen, so just check that off and it will take it off. You will always still, like I said, if you're moving it around right now, you're going to see the mouse, but they won't. So again, and then you can resize this to however you want. You can place it wherever you want to, you know, your pleasure, you know, wherever you want it, and make it as big as you want. If you don't like certain things or don't like the layout of it, what you can do is you can press this button and it'll bring up this screen, and then you can go to what's called filters right here, and you can add things to it. It's a super complicated process, but if you were like, okay, I don't like how big this is, what you would do is you would go to crop, and then you're able to literally change the sizing of any of this. Like if I wanted to be like, I don't like the top of this too much, you can, you know, take it off. Whatever, you know, you can do a lot of stuff with that. You can literally change colors of the thing you're showing. You can make it look nicer. I mean, a lot of different stuff. But as you see, yeah, now it's only showing what I cropped out as the image. Not showing that little top bar that we saw earlier. And like I said, yeah. And then I mean, from here, you can kind of do whatever you want. I mean, if you're as extravagant as me, you can make it look like this, where it's, you know, gameplay, face cam, some badges, some, you know, logos and different things. Like I have this whole artwork made out for my Pokemon Diamond series that I have going on my channel. This is how it's all kind of captured typically. So, you know, face cam here, badges over here, gameplays right here. Technically there's gameplay down here, as you can kind of see over here too, but that's just kind of like the side screen on all that. But just as for a generic setup, usually this is even this alone, even if you didn't have all the artwork and all that, is usually typically pretty good. And you can kind of make, like I said, make it as big as you want, make your face as big as you want, and then have your fans be able to see this. But if you wanted to have a background image, I mean, no matter what it is, what you do is just press image right here, press OK, and then just hit browse, and I'll bring up all your saved pictures. I mean, whether they be in downloads or whatever. And I mean, let's just say I'm just gonna use my 3D World Co-op. I want this as my background for no reason. Then that will become your, well, of course it's not gonna go in the right place. There we go. Now it's in my background. So how this is ordered, that's first, that's second, that's last. That's how it always goes. So whatever's on top is what's currently the favorite thing. So if you move that to the top, it's going to cover everything. But yeah, right now it's obviously in the background. So that's how you would add it. Any picture you want, whether it be your own picture, you know, a dog, you know, whatever you want it to be, you can put it in the background. Or like I said, you don't even have to have anything, and you can just have yourself and the gameplay screen. And like I said, once you press that start streaming button, it goes live. If you don't want to stream or anything like that, you know, if you're just like, hey, I want to just do recorded stuff, then you don't have to worry about anything at all, other than just hitting start recording button. Hit the start recording button. It just records only to you, no one else sees it. and then once you're done, you'll hit it'll show, stop recording. You'll hit it. When you're done, it'll save to your downloads or wherever you make it go, videos, blah 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 blah, and you're all completely set in that aspect. So that's, like I said, how I do all my typical streaming and all that through OBS. Like I said, if you did want to try Streamlabs, it's the same process. You'll go on the internet, whatever your internet browser is, whether it be like mine with a Microsoft Edge, or Google Chrome, or my Firefox, or Internet Explorer, whatever it is. You'll go through there, type in Streamlabs OBS. It'll look just like that guy right there, the little dude with the green mask and all that type of stuff. Download that, and it looks 99% the same as OBS. Just takes a couple extra steps to go into it, but I'll try to show you Streamlabs OBS's little thing really quick to try to finalize everything out. So when you open Streamlabs, again, ignore the fact that it's going to open up my settings. So let me just show you. Done. This is what it should look like when you open up, and then again, just like OBS, you can hit the plus button, add things, whatever, to make it look as extravagant as any of these that I have, before you, with all these backgrounds and images and art and stuff like that. As you can see, like I said, here's my face cam, and then it's as quick as a tap of a button, and there's my gameplay right there. All that is captured, and then I can just play my game while this is all up with just whatever. So let's see, where's my, just to show my own stuff really quick, let's go ahead and go there. This is where I literally was just playing on my own stream. So like whenever I'm playing my own game, this is obviously everything it shows, to the viewer right now. I don't know why this little, there we go, got rid of it. I don't know what I just did to make that go, but either way, this is normally what the viewer sees, is right here. This is what the viewer sees. This is what I see on my side, but the viewer only sees this right here, what's in this screen. So whatever's outside of this screen right here, the viewer doesn't see, so they don't see this going on. But yeah, if I want to play the game, I can move, you can see it moving, it works the same for them as it does for me. All that great stuff, and I play through the game, whether it be going live or recording, and all that. And like I said, usually how I typically have this going is I have the gameplay like over here. I usually have the internet right here, like my chat is usually right here on the live stream part. And yeah, that's usually how my setup normally is. Like I said, a lot of these that you see right here, all this on my thing besides the face cam and the gameplay, I guess, are all Google images. Just type in Google, Gen 4 badges. Type in Google Gen 1 through Gen 4 badges. The box art, for type Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Black, White, whatever that is, and that's how I get all these images to be on there. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it helps you out, get set up and everything like that. Like I said, if you have any questions, anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. But yeah, this is hopefully pretty much all that you'll need to know for the tutorial. But good luck on streaming. Hopefully it works out for you. And yeah, see you guys later on. Bye bye.